host Laura Araujo along with my co-host Jansen Chambers. Here's the news for the week of September 29th.
This week on the community calendar of events, Saturday, October 4th, the Community Festival will be held at Nottingham Field, UNC from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This event will engage you with interactive demonstrations and hands-on learning activities by UNC departments, student clubs, as well as businesses and organizations throughout the community.
On Friday, September 26th, the West Central football game was held at District 6 Stadium and was a thriller. The Highlight News team was at the event to capture this spectacular event. Let's take a look.
This is Bailey Kramer with Coach Heatherly doing an interview. How are you feeling about this season so far?
Well, we're excited about the season so far. We started out with a win against Green Mountain, and we're now 2-2. We had a hard-fought loss to Thompson Valley where we lost by 1 point, or we would have been 3-0. So that was tough. And then we played a pretty good first half against Windsor that we were proud of. It was a 9-7 score at halftime, and then we didn't play very well in the second half, so we weren't happy about that, and those are some things we're working on. But we're pleased with where we're at right now.
Okay, and what are you doing to prepare for this big upcoming game against West?
Well, and always in big games, we try to keep a certain amount of normalcy. You know, you want to keep things normal. You want to work on things that you do and not get too excited about trying to do things that you're not capable of doing. So we've talked about just being who we are and doing the things that we know we can do, and talked about two things this week: bringing our A game, because we got to bring our A game, and we talked about being disciplined. If we do those two things, we think we match up pretty well with West, and we feel pretty confident.
And what needs to happen in order to win this game?
Well, again, we need to play for 4 quarters. We need to be disciplined in our approach, and we need to execute our offense and defense, defensive calls, and just bring our A game. Just be ready to play.
And what is your main focus, not only for the game, but for the season?
Well, our main focus always for this game and any game that we prepare in and for the season is we have some goals that we set, and they're posted in the locker room. But one of them, and probably the most important, is we want to improve every week. Every week we want to be a better team than we were the week before. And we feel like good teams do that. Playoff teams do that. Teams that win league championships do that. Very rarely do teams win league championships or get in the playoffs and not improve every week. That's just something that happens in a good program. So that's always our goal, is to work hard and stay focused and maintain eligibility and not have off-field distractions, and then those things take care of themselves if you've kind of addressed it as a team. And we've talked about improving weekly and how do we go about doing that.
Well, thank you very much, Coach Heatherly. That's it for our interview.
Thank you, guys. This is a Walkout Real Sport. Like I was saying, I'm Malik the Freak, and this is my man Ben.
Starting with professional sports, Broncos lost in overtime with a Super Bowl rematch against the Seattle Seahawks. And they're currently on a bye week. Back over to Malik with Wildcat Sports.
As we go over and start off with football, we lost to Windsor 38-7. Soccer, we beat Longmont 4-3, and we lost to Silver Creek 5-2. Back to Ben with volleyball.
In volleyball, we lost a close one against top-notch Niwot 3-1. Now, to finish off, over to Malik with tennis.
In tennis, we beat Thompson Valley 43.
I'm talking about.
Back to you guys.
Back to you guys.
Students at Greeley Central have many opinions, and we have many questions. This week, we will debut a new segment called Question of the Week. Darian Reyes and Lily Briggs asked students at Central, "What is the funniest thing you've ever seen in class?"
Also this week, we are debuting another new segment called Athlete of the Week. The first Athlete of the Week is none other than Reggie Flores.
Okay, so there's a fight in my class, and there's these two friends who are being silly, and then they got mad at each other and started fighting, and they were socking each other like this. They look like two little 4th graders trying to hit each other. It was the most hysterical thing I've ever seen.
He tripped over a desk, and then he banged down the desk on him, and then he farted.
A bee came to class and I freaked out and screamed and ran out. And I didn't go back in until it was killed.
Substitute teacher, Mr. Scopel, would always jump under the table when you would yell duck for cover because you get all scared because you used to be in the war.
This one time a kid was leaning back in his chair and he fell back and hit his head. And yeah, I thought that was the funniest thing in the world because he was acting like a total idiot the entire class.
One time a poster in the middle of class told Damian Weaver that she was going to punch him right in the face because he kept touching her.
My friend Garrett, we were doing skits and he pretended to fall and broke his arm and he got up like nothing and it was pretty funny. He broke his arm.
Hey cats, my name is Miguel Solis and this is your weather for the week. To start the week, we will be having a wet day with a high of 76 degrees and a low of 45. There will also be a 50% chance of rain, so make sure to bring a jacket. On Tuesday, it will be a mostly sunny day with a high of 75 degrees and a low of 44. Wednesday, it will be a nice day with the high of 72 and a low of 44. Thursday will bring a cold day with the high of 63 and a low of 40. There will also likely be rain. To finish the week, we will end with a cold temperature of 65 degrees and a low of 40. This has been your weather for the week.
Also this week, we are debuting another new segment called Athlete of the Week. The first Athlete of the Week is none other than Reggie Flores.
All right, thanks guys. I'm here with Katie Campbell, the Scholar of the Week. How you doing, Katie?
Good, how are you?
Great. So I'm gonna ask you some questions, and I want you to answer the best way as you can. So, what colleges has your interest, and what steps are you taking to enroll?
My number one college is Roosevelt University in Chicago, and I've taken my ACT. I'm in a lot of hard classes right now, and I'm just currently applying.
All right. So, what class are you taking to put yourself above the other applicants?
Well, because I'm majoring in musical theater, I'm taking acting 4, and I'm in the choir, so those are helping me out.
All right. So, what advices can you give other students that want to get to that level?
I'd say just take a lot of hard courses and challenge yourself.
All right, thank you for your time. All right, back to you guys.
Thank you for joining us on